mate.
One final question.
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Where is the bloody rum?
Why is the rum always gone?
You know that moment in a movie when the hero is down, everything seems lost, and then something shifts? That's Johnny Depp right now. Only this time, it's not on a movie set. It's real life. It's rum. For years, Hollywood had felt like a storm he couldn't outrun. Headlines, courtrooms, gossip. Everywhere he went, people were waiting for him to fail. Some of the biggest studios turned their backs. Roles disappeared. The man who had brought Captain Jack Sparrow to life, the rogue with a grin and a compass, suddenly seemed invisible in the world he'd given decades of his life to. But storms, as they say, leave behind something. And for Depp, what emerged wasn't just survival, it was reinvention. In March 2026, Johnny Depp, alongside his longtime friend and business partner Bobby DeLeon, unveiled Three Hearts Rum.
It was more than a product launch.
It was a story, a statement, a return. When he called it Captain Jack Sparrow approved, people laughed. But if you looked closely, you could see the layers beneath that grin. Legacy, creativity, and a man reclaiming his narrative in a way Hollywood couldn't touch. Three Hearts Rum is aged 7 years, 5 in bourbon barrels with whispers of Oloroso sherry, then 2 more in cognac barrels. Each bottle carries patience, warmth, and craftsmanship, flavors that whisper the Caribbean sun and the hands that molded it. But the bottle itself tells the story even louder. A skull for living boldly, a lightning bolt for friendship, and 3 hearts, tattooed on Depp himself, representing Vanessa Paradis, his daughter Lily Rose, and his son Jack. Etched into the glass, a motto: no fear.
No malice. No envy.
A pirate's creed, yes, but also a life philosophy. Depp wasn't just making a drink. He was honoring the craft, the culture, the people of the Caribbean, communities that had endured hurricanes, storms, and hardships far beyond what most of us can imagine. He said rum carries history. It carries resilience. And in many ways, it carries hope. The launch party in Los Angeles felt like stepping into one of his films. Music pulsed, glasses clinked, and cocktails like the Three Hearts Libra and the charred Piña Mojito flowed.
That you were being dropped from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Captain Jack Sparrow was a character that I had built from the ground up.
Friends and family toasted to the rum, to the vision, and to a man who had weathered the storms and returned on his own terms. Johnny wasn't just a celebrity at that moment. He was a storyteller, a creator, a pirate with a new treasure. And the magic isn't just in the marketing. Fans who've tasted the rum describe layers of dark toffee, vanilla, and a hint of citrus, flavors that evoke the islands, the sun, the patience of aging. It's the kind of drink that doesn't just fill a glass. It fills a moment, a memory, a story. You can almost feel the waves on the barrels, the wind on the shore, the heat of the sun on the rum as it slept quietly for 7 years. But there's more to it than flavor. There's symbolism. There's narrative. Depp has taken the chaos, the gossip, the battles, and transformed them into something tangible. Something that connects his legacy as Jack Sparrow to the man he is now. Creative, focused, and choosing his battles. Some comebacks happen on screen. Some happen in headlines. But the most compelling comebacks? They happen quietly, patiently in barrels and bottles, in art and craft, where someone decides to tell their story on their own terms. Three Hearts Rum is a reminder of all that. Every bottle, every symbol, every sip carries a piece of Johnny Depp's journey. A journey through storms, setbacks, and silence. A journey toward reclamation. A journey that whispers, the man who disappeared behind headlines has returned. Not as a shadow of his former self, not as a figure in gossip, but as a creator, a pirate, a legend. So, when someone pours a glass, when the amber liquid catches the light, they're not just tasting rum. They're tasting a A story of survival, of resilience, of daring to reclaim life when the world tried to define you by its chaos. They're tasting adventure. They're tasting legacy. They're tasting a comeback that isn't loud, isn't flashy, but is undeniable. And maybe that's why it feels so cinematic, because it is. Some comebacks don't happen in theaters. They happen in barrels, in bottles, in quiet moments where someone decides to rise again. Johnny Depp has done that. One sip, one story, one bold move at a time. And just like Captain Jack Sparrow, you can't help but watch, and maybe even smile, knowing some pirates never truly vanish. They just find new seas to conquer.